let's try to find out what is portfolio management. Before that, we need to know what is portfolio. So let's take an example. As of today, I invested in the stocks or securities of one company. Let's stick to one thing. Okay, let's say we invested in stocks of one company as of today. So I'm monitoring how is it behaving, is it going above, is it going down, or is it stagnant, how is it past, what is the possible prediction that it might go in future. So basically all the stuffs with one shares or stocks of one organization. Tomorrow at this point of time I am investing in one more. So now at this point of time I have one more security, right? So what am I doing? I am watching, monitoring, taking analysis, taking actions against more than one investment. So at this point of time I can say, because I have more than one investment, I can say I have a portfolio. Now, why are we giving this term portfolio? Because when we are monitoring something, a specific stock, we are thinking that we are expecting some amount of returns. Okay, now we are monitoring the same thing for the second. Overall, what we are doing, we are monitoring both the shares or both the stocks to finally see whether what is the overall return that we are getting, or what is the loss that we are getting, what actions we need to take. Because overall we have some common conclusions, we call that as a portfolio. So when we see whether we are going to get this much after my age of, let's say, next 10 years, we are actually talking about portfolio output, right? Now we are going to okay, as now we know what is portfolio managing, that it's simply a portfolio management. Now if you guys are already investing, you might have seen this portfolio menu in various apps, let's say Kite by Zerodha, Grow, and we have various other things. So you must have seen that portfolio. It's not only with this. Even if you are investing in cryptocurrency, if I buy Bitcoin today, it's my investment. But if I have multiple coins, let's say Dogecoin or anything, then I have to monitor both of them. Then I can say that it is my cryptocurrency portfolio, right? So coming to the portfolio naming, let's say I have in my portfolio only stocks, then it's a simply stock portfolio. If I have, let's say, only debts, security, so debt portfolio. If I have gold, like it's not, I can say different categories of portfolio. Similarly, if I have only coins, I will say cryptocurrency portfolio, but that is not realistic, right? So what's happening in real world, what you are doing, what I am doing is, we are investing in different, some amount is stocks, some amount is government debts, government bonds, some amount in coins. So like that we have distributed, right? And this portfolio, which is having different categories of investment, we call it as a hybrid portfolio. Okay, now we know what is portfolio management. Now let's talk about three key features of portfolio management. So first will be the asset allocation. So what we are doing in asset allocation, whatever we did just now, that is finding out what is the optimal company, or for which I should buy the investment, or for which I need to do investment, or for which coin I need to invest, how many coins, how much money, or for which company I need to buy which stock. So basically identifying the entity, investing in that is known as asset allocation. Now why it is allocation? Because if I have 10 rupees, I've identified 5 organization, I have to proportionate, right? It's I can say I'm basically doing a proportionate, basically dividing the money among those organizations. So that is why we call them as asset allocation. Next part we have diversification. So what is diversification? It's basically the organization, the entities in which we have invested, we need to make sure that possibly they should not all should be working in the same field or same industry. We should make sure that they are they have not much relation between them and should be of different fields or industry. Now why is that? Because if one industry is going down, I should not have my portfolio completely affected just because of there's a downfall in one industry. Because even if there is downfall in one, the other is booming, overall my portfolio is balanced, and that is what the overall intention is, that is obtaining a specific amount or range of amount from my portfolio, and that is what my intention. That's why I want to balance by that, like diversifying, investing in different industries basically. Now coming to the third key element is our rebalancing. So as of now, let's say in the industry 1 I have invested in 2 organizations, industry 2 I have invested in 2 organizations, cryptocurrencies 3 currencies. Fine, very good so far. Now as of today I am seeing that out of 3 currencies there is one which is not behaving as expected, or I can say which is bringing down the value of my portfolio, and I see that I cannot expect the amount of income that I was expecting, and because of which I need to take some action, like I need to monitor it for some more time, I need to decrease the value in that, or I need to increase it, or I need to completely remove it, replace it with someone else. So these kind of actions that I'm taking, so that overall my portfolio is capable of giving me the amount of money for which I am maintaining the portfolio. So that is called rebalancing. So these were the three key features, and we understood what is different kinds of portfolio. Now let's try to understand portfolio management in terms of its activeness. So which can be termed as an active portfolio management or passive portfolio management. So we'll take only one example and we'll try to understand both of them. So let's take mutual fund. Okay, at the initial stage, what is happening is, as an end user, I am simply investing, right? I'm not monitoring it again and again, right? I took a sip or I put some lump sum amount in some mutual fund, that's it. I'm not worried anymore. Or I took some endowment policy and I'm done. Basically I invested once and I'm not watching what is happening. I should invest more, or I should take some action, remove it from the portfolio. Oh, no, nothing. I'm not doing anything. I'm simply investing and I'm leaving it for, let's say, 6 months, 1 year, 10 years. Now let's stick to our mutual fund example, and we'll try to understand that in the first phase I simply invested and I left it. Next, what is happening? The fund manager, his team are taking too many actions, like they are watching each and every stock that they have invested, and the one they are thinking of investing, the one they are thinking of removing it. They are watching behavior of different securities in the market. They are watching the economy, the global economy, the state economy, the national economy. So there are various tools, techniques, and basically too much things is going on in the management. So the frequent actions that they are taking against their monitoring is called as active portfolio management, and the one that we did initially, we just invested and left it, is called passive portfolio management. So I hope the features, the types and kinds all are clear. If there any term that you did not understood, definitely you'll find its corresponding video in our channel. If not, you can mention that in the comment section. Thank you.